a $100,000 mining rig, and then a $50,000 mining rig, and it earns over $2,000 per day. And no, the mining profitability calculator is not wrong. You may have already guessed it. It's this new Kaspa miner from Bitmain. This KAS cryptocurrency emits hundreds of thousands of dollars of new coins mined per day. Like I told you, Bitmain, the leading ASIC miner manufacturer, was not just gonna sit by and do nothing about that. My name is Vosk. I'm a full-time crypto miner. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel, which I hope you're subscribing to. Today we're gonna be looking at the Kaspa ASIC miner by Bitmain, which will absolutely corner Kaspa mining, putting all the other manufacturers to shame. Just like Chris said on the VoskCoin Talk forum, shameless plug, the best forum in the world ever. Holy! That's one way to price it. Good thing they limit it to 30 units, said Badgerland. Well, at 8,300 gigahash a second, consuming 3,200 watts each, this thing is a monster. To put this into perspective, people were GPU mining Kaspa, talked about it last year, but then a lot of grumblings about FPGA miners hitting the Kaspa network, and then the E300 by Osprey. Osprey said we could do a group buy for the community, with a ship date around mid-June, a couple months ago. At that price point and the timeline, I don't know. At 5Gs, it didn't interest me, so I didn't really, push that envelope any further. Guess who's here? Oh, yeah! The Bitmain KS3. And I didn't even start talking about the Z15 Pro, which is the other latest new miner. They haven't even dropped a price on that, but I'll keep this one Kaspa focused. Okay, so now they've got a price put on this of $49,800 with an August to September 23 delivery. But the TLDR is people think you're gonna get wrecked with this miner. You probably will. Okay, but let's just talk about the people getting wrecked who bought these miners already. Okay, so $5,000, 14 gigahash a second. Again, perspective, this mines at 8,300 gigahash a second. This is crazy. Kaspa, if you don't know, is the 151 biggest cryptocurrency when ranked by CoinMarketCap. It's worth about $250 million right now. In the last 24 hours, it did $9 million in trading volume. This thing is projected to mine $2,200 a day. It will only cost you $9 to run, giving you an insane $790,000 a year. Kaspa and the K-heavy hash mining algorithm is emitting about $250,000 per day. That is a very high amount of money mined per day for a cryptocurrency with this market cap. When we look at the network hash rate, it's 1 petahash, okay? But let's look back to April, a few months ago, right? 777 terahash a second. So if you don't know this, 1,000 gigahash is 1 terahash. 1,000 terahash is 1 petahash. So if we round up, these miners are basically 1 terahash a second per miner. So to put this into a very clear perspective, Bitmain can produce 1,000 miners and double the network hash rate. That's crazy. And they're gonna do that times 10. Okay, and when they do that, every time that hash rate doubles, your earnings are cut in half. So right now you're supposed to make $2,000. That'll quickly become $1,000. And then it's gonna get halved again. $500, $250, $125, $70, 60-ish, 30-ish, 15-ish, okay? And probably right around 15-ish, my friends, is when they're gonna back off. So your miner is mining about $15 a day, and it costs you about $9 a day to run at a residential electricity rate. But the fact that they're charging 50 G's for these means that they're not going to make quite that many yet, most likely because they've burned a lot of buyers in the past, and they've realized they need to kind of stop doing that because everyone pretty much hates Bitmain because they make great miners, but they are a low ethic company. They rugged me on my S19 XP. What are you going to do? They make the most miners and the best miners. It doesn't matter if they're super irritating, but that's another story for another day. It also makes sense for them to keep the fervor high here in the beginning. With the fervor nice and high, they can sell subsequent batches, and at some point they're going to produce a shit ton of these, and that profitability will dwindle. Keep in mind, Kaspa could continue to go up in price, and that would help alleviate some of these issues. Kaspa right now is down 68% from its all-time high, but it hit its all-time high only 2 months ago. A rare feat in this market that most cryptocurrencies are not doing, but keep in mind that this is a newer cryptocurrency and they're proof of work, and I think that's cool, and I gotta respect that. One of the cool things about them is just gonna be block speed, right? 1 block a second, aiming for 10 a second, dreaming of 100 a second. Kaspa is looking to go beyond the block. What does that mean? It's fast, open source, it's decentralized, and it's a scalable layer 1, and that's what's cool about it. Kaspa is a platform. So, I haven't been the biggest Kaspa proponent, but I'm not the biggest Kaspa hater. I think what they're doing is cool, and I hope they reach success, and I hope that they become the friendly ghost that they're supposed to be. They continue to be added on more cryptocurrency exchanges, most notably Uphold just added them. Uphold is a pretty strict US exchange, and this is actually a great option for US citizens to turn their dirty dollars into Kaspa, or you're able to take profits, for example, if you grab this miner. And they have bank connections so you can go in and out of, again, fiat. I'm not promoting centralized exchanges. I don't keep my coins on there, and I hope you don't as well. Those lessons have been proven time over again. Looking at the other markets available though, really from my point of view, it's KuCoin, Trade Ogre, and now Uphold are the only options I would personally use. There was also Hotbit, but Hotbit is closing the doors. They've always been a bit of a shady exchange, so I'm actually impressed that they went out in this manner. Good on them. RIP Hotbit. I wasn't rooting for your downfall, I just didn't really trust you. So to bring it back to the Kas Miner, the KS3, you wish you had 3 of them. The Kaspa K heavy hash air cooling miner, right? So this is an industrial grade, application specific integrated circuit miner. It's a purpose-built machine. It's a custom computer just for mining cryptocurrencies, specifically this mining algorithm. You notice 2 C13 connections right there, right? It's this little guy, right? What's very notable about this miner, if you're about to drop 50 G's and get yourself one, is that you'll need 200 voltage or more, right? 220 volt, 208, 240 volt. These power supplies, when you're dealing with 3000 watts from Bitmain, you can't just plug it into a normal 120 voltage United States wall outlet, which it specifies right here. It's an ASIC miner. It's not going to be quiet. It's not the lightest thing, but you should be able to move it. And it looks just like every other miner we've ever seen. No surprise there. If you're looking to buy these from a reseller and you don't want to deal with Bitmain, Crypto Miner Bros has already listed the miner, but right now it's sold out with the price of $22,600. Also, Coin Mining Central has listed the miner at a price of $23,648. These prices could change at any time. Sometimes it's early bird gets the worm. Sometimes they buy miners at volume and they can pass some of those savings to you. Previously, a lot of resellers had much higher prices than the manufacturer, but manufacturers are actually kind of just price gouging a lot these days. And then resellers are oftentimes buying in bulk, getting better deals and offering the same prices where they're also getting a profit, or even sometimes cheaper. Of course, sometimes they're more expensive as well. So just check those out. I do have links down below that are affiliate links if you do use them. You can also punch in the code VoskCoin, which I highly encourage you to do for if no other reason than to just save yourself some money. But if they're listing a lower price, why would you buy from Bitmain? There is the warranty factor, but Bitmain still owes me a hash board, so it's not like their warranty is really great at all. They're a huge pain to deal with. All of these miner manufacturers are. So hey, as always, it's another crazy day in crypto land. My name is Vosker on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. You can see I've been cleaning up the room behind me. We've been trying to get situated in the new home. Our CMO, our Chief Moving Officer, has been on my butt to play in the woods and throw the frisbee, and that's going to be Tails, our president and leader here. It's crazy here. I need a haircut. I got poison ivy. My freaking eye is swollen, and I don't know. That's all I got. That's all I got. I hope you stick around. I hope you find the content interesting. If you don't, well, god dang it, tell me what I need to improve on. Don't just tell me something stupid in the comments or whatever. I'm a head out, just like SpongeBob.